Hey folks, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Just camped out here in the desert, a really sweet little boondocking spot. I'll have a video on it probably maybe in 5 days or so. In the meantime, I thought I'd do a quick little video on my weather station. I've been getting a lot of comments on it when people come by the rig going, "What's that up on top there spinning around?" So I thought I'd pull it down and show you the display and stuff. It's a weather station I picked up back in Canada at a place called Canadian Tire. Had it on sale. I think it was about $69, so I couldn't refuse. Just always wanted to have one that did wind speed as well as temperature. So I'll go up on the roof there and show you how I mounted it on the rig. So you can see I mounted it right on top of the junction box. Kind of make something dual purpose here. That's my rear camera on the rig, and also this is the wire coming off of my cell antenna, and they both go into this junction box that goes through a hole in the roof and down into the rig. So this just had a plastic top, and the wind speed monitor here came with a little plastic thing for mounting. So I just used the screws and screwed right into the plastic top of this junction box, and then just covered it with a lot of Dicor goop, keep any water out. So when I arrive at a campsite, I just go with the set screw here, tighten it up, put it on. You can see it comes off this pole there. So I don't travel with it. This thing's fairly heavy, so I don't trust that it might fly off and cause some damage to a vehicle behind me. So I just leave this in here. Then when I arrive at a campsite, I just come up my ladder, and with the little set screw, tighten it up a bit. I think I'm going to swap out the screw for a little thumb screw, make it a little easier on myself. So let's go in and see what the display looks like for this. This is a Crosse Technology TX141W. Here we go. Sorry it's a little reflecty in here right now. It's the middle of the day. But you see, you push a button and it lights up. Nice colorful display, that's for sure. And you got your date and time and your wind speed. So here we got current wind speed in the last hour, and also record up to a month of your high wind speeds. Gives you a little forecast window. Over here I got my outdoor humidity and the way the trend is, and the outdoor temperature and trend. Also indoor humidity and indoor temperature. And then down here we have feels like, so the difference in humidity I guess makes a difference there. So I keep having to push it because I'm on battery power right now. It comes with a little AC adapter, but where I have it mounted I'm using just the batteries. That's versus my old monitor thing here, which is I guess it's an Accurate, kind of a cheaper one. It didn't have wind speed, it did have moon phase, and it had indoor-outdoor temperature and such, but this is sort of a step up from there. I can't say I'm entirely happy with it though. It was kind of a cheapy unit, kind of an impulse buy. What I'd like to do is, if anybody in the watching knows of a really good unit, say in about the $100 range, that they really like, maybe post it in the comments and let us know what you're using, because it is kind of nice to have the temperature readings. Especially I like the humidity. It makes a big difference to how it feels outside, and the wind speed, stuff like that. Kind of just a neat gadget to play with. So I'll show you where I've mounted it in the rig and how I've mounted it. First let's look at the back here. There we go. It comes with a little stand, but I've mounted it on the wall using that. It works off AC, but it also works off backup battery here. So there's 3 little AAA batteries, what I want to do is, because we boondock so much, I don't want to be using my inverter to power this thing. That's kind of a big waste. So I'm thinking of pulling off of 12 volts in the rig, and I'm going to wire up something that'll drop the 12 volts down to, this will be a 4.5 volt. So I get rid of the batteries and power it right off the big battery in the rig. I think this thing says it's like 7 watts or something, very minor as far as that goes. So that'll be a mod in the future for that. So let's go show you where I put it on the wall. So here's where I decided to mount it, right near my actual thermostat for the rig. Figure this is one of the temperature neutral places in there, so just drove a couple screws into the wall here and just hang it like that with the little hooks there. Just like that. So it makes it kind of convenient when we're getting ready in the bathroom here. We can see what the temperature is outside, humidity, stuff like that, wind speed. And like I say, you see how fast it goes out. That's because it's on the backup battery power. And it's kind of nice. You don't have to worry about the light shining when we're sleeping. So if we want to check the temperature, we just hit it. You can actually see it without the light too. But what I want to do is, behind this panel or the thermometer, I can grab a 12 volt line and just bring it over here and into the back to the battery compartment there. So I'm going to look for a 12 volt to say 5 volt DC to DC converter. If not, I'll probably rig something up myself with a resistor and a Zener diode, something like that, so that it can be run off the rig's batteries. Still pretty cool. Gotta like the temperature, eh? Outdoor temperature 70.2. January 14th. Woohoo! I love the low wind speed too. You can see it's got some history here. Let's see what the last wind speeds were. So in this year, the highest wind speed we've had is 14.7. That's not too bad. Can't complain. Usually in the desert it's worse than that. And also you can set alerts in case it hits a temperature. It'll alert you too. Up here you can see the min and max temperatures as well. You can go down here and see the dew point. So there's all kinds of neat features. In the description I'll link to this unit on Amazon, and I'll also link to the manufacturer website if you want to have a look at the manual. Like I say, I'm not really recommending it. I think there's better ones out there, but maybe some commenters can tell us what they're using. Thanks for watching. Till next time, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Cheers, folks.